Okay, AthenaDAO's mission is to impact women's health, but we're early in AthenaDAO's journey. Tell us where you guys are at right now and just give us a little bit of, the lay of what's to come.
Sure, absolutely. So AthenaDAO functions in a cohort model. So we have cohorts that mean that we effectively laser focus in on a specific research area. Unlike some of the other bio-DAOs we see, like, for example, a PsyDAO that's working on psychedelics or Valley DAO that's working on synthetic biology. Women's health is so vast. And so we privilege this sort of cohort-based focused model, and it's working quite well so far. The initial 2 cohorts are reproductive health focused. So the first one was ovarian aging, which means, as I mentioned, our ovaries are aging much faster than the rest of our bodies. We go through menopause, which puts us at risk for a lot of other diseases. It's not just hot flashes and, memory loss and brain fog and the classic symptoms, which are still awful.
Which are serious too.
Super serious too. Menopause, I think alone in the US is estimated to cost the economy like $26 billion or something absurd. And we spend almost nothing per patient on it. It's just insane. So there's a real economic interest in this as well. It's not just a moralistic concern. So we focus on that first. The goal of that, we funded our first IP NFT. So it's a new primitive, effectively using the NFT framework that governs IP or that allows for kind of fractionalized ownership and governance of IP. And that was around with a doctor called Mario Cordero, who's out of Spain, I believe, who's working on developing, hopefully, some molecules that are patentable that would increase fertility and stave off menopause, which would be, just a freaking huge accomplishment because, again, the top of the population and every single woman will go through menopause. Not everyone will have a kid. Not everyone has endometriosis. Every woman will experience menopause. So that's a huge thing. The second cohort is on endometriosis and PCOS, underfunded, misunderstood, poorly diagnosed, and pretty prevalent conditions that a lot of women suffer from. And the next ones, I won't give anything away, but they will not be on reproductive health. So we are going beyond that. We're looking at things, for example, I could say like oncology, some rare diseases, potentially microbiome. There's kind of a lot of different focuses that we can take. And those are already sort of in the early stages. And with each cohort, we fund these IP NFTs. We have 3 in the works around the ovarian aging side. On the endo PCOS cohort, we are currently in the process of vetting projects. So we do a call for projects and do a reproductive health report around this, or a health report around the same subject. In this case, it was a reproductive health report, focusing on where we're at, what's the landscape. And it's amazing because it's really qualitative information. And then we do a call for research submissions. And so we just closed that earlier this month for endo and PCOS, and that will then go to our deal flow working group. So that means we have a lot of highly qualified, very intelligent science people who will be vetting all these projects, making sure they're what we call translational, because a lot of research isn't necessarily something that will go on to become a solution for people. And that's what we're really after. So they kind of evaluate all the projects, and then they'll go up to governance. They'll go to the DAO. Anyone who holds a token will be able to vote on which of these all very promising research projects they might want to see funded. And then we fund the research, and then we also have the opportunity to continue funding it. If it produces really positive results, we can keep that chain going. And if not, we can move on to something else. The goal, I would say, for the DAO is certainly, of course, to see something through from early stage research through to therapeutic. That would be really incredible and very much where we're headed.